Feast your eyes for the last time today on competitive Miramar, ladies and gentlemen, as we move into game number 3 of 6. This will be the last time you see this map before we move into Erangel today. And once again, the jumping spider that is the plane is moving within our path. Let's go ahead and follow it along as we see where the path is going to be going and where these players will be dropping in our final game on this desert map. Relatively even spread, I have to say. A 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock plane path. No real big drop spots that are completely inaccessible from the plane. That's going to be nice. I guess if someone's going Valdemar, they'll be slightly disappointed, but generally speaking, we are happy with the way this has turned out. Let's see which of our teams ends up hot dropping. Let's see if Impala becomes a hot spot again. We were looking at El Pozo before, at Impala before, and a couple of others as well. So far today, we've had a big victory for Na'Vi in game number 1, and then Team Red Zone won game number 2. So let's see who ends up taking the reins this time around. El Pozo is indeed going to be a little bit hot. We have Lulish and Rahina very close to each other, and there are actually 2 players next to Sikora, so Misa choosing to come in and very wisely back up their teammate. Impala looks like it is just going to be red zone. I was going to zoom in on the downed FaZe Clan member there, but that's just Dids, the coach. That's fine. And a reasonably hard north shift close to La Cob in game number 3. So we've had 2 very super central circles, I guess, in games 1 and 2, at least initially. I'm having a little bit more of a shift towards the end this time around. .22 Esports is reasonably close to Rye, but I don't think Razor Edge are going to be troubled by them anytime soon. You can see Corsac here, just south of Minas. Very happy and merry at the moment. No one really around them. Oh, pardon me, I didn't mean to click there. We're still watching for whether there's going to be any action in El Pozo. Doesn't look like it. Someone in chat asking, is this patch 7.2 with the M4 nerf? This isn't played on live servers, so I think this is patch 7.1. I believe this is 7.1, but I could be wrong. I'm just not 100% sure, unfortunately. I've even asked in the break, I even asked the people who were hosting the game lobby, and even they weren't completely sure which patch is live on this circle. We're not 100% sure, basically. We're just here to watch some good PUBG, though. If I find out, I will let you know. El Pozo still appears to be the place where we're most likely to see some action. Anonymous has been shot at by Krisu. That's off at the very edge of this fight, though. You can see everyone else is very much inside and looking outwards. And Nonim will know that Sakura is in the buildings north, but doesn't really want to move out in case someone else has got an angle, which is fair enough. Nookie gets taken down by Krisu. Anonymous is going to run over to try and support, but gets taken for a ride by Anonym. And is going to have to reevaluate whether he can make it across. I think Misa is going to be doing that instead. He's got a vehicle and he's able to get to the back of that building. So Lulish putting on a lot of pressure early on. That's Fixie spotting Misa's rotate across. I don't think they'll be able to prevent the res, but that's fine. Lulish not afraid early on here, looking very good indeed. And once again, all quiet. Sikora now moving around as well. I think they're going to be holding station given that the next zone still encompasses El Pozo, so it'll be interesting because I think it depends on when Rahina wants to move out, but they should be able to move out without Lulish sort of taking a bite out of them, as long as Anonymous can get back to a vehicle. So that's really going to be what I'm watching out for. FaZe Clan doing a big wide rotate. No one really wants to get involved in El Pozo. That's fine. all these teams in the south have accepted they're going for a late rotation, so they're happy to wait a little longer. TSM moving up towards Haiku. That could be interesting. Aro and Vard scoping out this compound. Haiku are in it. And Aro will be radioing that someone has been spotted in the first floor window as well. And they're going to be asking themselves, do they really want to move in on here? Shots now fired in this fight. So TSM have to decide now. Are we rotating away? Or are we pushing in? And it looks like at the moment they are going to be rotating away, getting in their vehicles. Absolutely no problems whatsoever. Go Black, relatively close to Iro there, but doesn't look like much purchase. Ooh, ow! If that happened in real life, I assure you, you'd be taking a lot more than 6 damage. Ka-woomph, Iro. Clothesline from the tree there. The Rock would have been proud of that. Oh. Absolutely brutal. And this is Lulish rotating out, and Rahina shooting them, just chasing them away. Lulish deciding they might actually have the last laugh, though. And not him finally deciding to move in. I would have loved to see them get a knock and then move out. Seba opting to take an alternative route of El Pozo. Now, bear in mind, they're now 2 left and 2 right, so that's going to be interesting indeed. TSM moving up on Na'Vi, and Miracu is getting battered on the 2-man bike. Giving Bestalock a clean shot at you is not a good idea at the best of times. I don't think he's safe there either, because I think... Oh no, that's Tornado Energy. Okay. Miracu is not going to like this position at all. Bestalock. Looking for Tornado Energy. TSM was really just dessert. And him and Kemba are raining down damage to anyone who chooses to go into those craters. People in chat asking who the winners have been so far. Na'Vi and Team Red Zone have won games numbers 1 and 2. Or game numbers 1 and 2, if you pardon my English. And right now we're on board with one of those winners. Bestalock looking for the knock onto Melman. So close, 1 hit away! Won't quite get it. 2 very solid shots though. And Lulish are now struggling in their rotations. They have to go past FaZe Clan and then past Na'Vi. This is not good. Seba and Fixie have also gone down elsewhere. That's to TSM, so they must have rotated this way. And now we run the FaZe Clan Gauntlet. Vehicle at half health now. Is Gustav getting involved? Gustav's lining up a shot. And here they come. It's actually Na'Vi and FaZe Clan together. Front right tire's gone. Vehicle's on fire! Chrisu, you're in trouble, mate. You have to bail. And that's Senya and Gustav. If you got those 2 players shooting at you under normal circumstances, that's going to be bad enough. But in the middle of the field, that is unfortunately terminal. Lulish Gaming eliminated. And Rahina opting to rotate late out of El Pozo. And maybe that's what's going to be saving them here. Vard on example. Here's the vehicle is stopped, but not quite close enough to do ridiculous damage. And Vard now opting to move away. Remember, they are in a little bit of a... Well, they're in a crater by default, but obviously it means that a lot of high ground vision can see them. So if TSM can move out of here, they will. They are safe, but rotating out sucks. Safe routes to rotate out are difficult to come by here at best. And in a Murado as well, let's see what Vard can do. Up the hill, getting shot at, predictably. They make their way out the southern part of the crater. Still in circle, of course. You can see them here, and that's Tornado Energy, leaving them alone for now. Omerkin and Team Quantum are crossing paths right now. And Omerkin have to decide whether they want this compound for themselves. It looks like they do. Gemty are moving in. Paige getting a similar treatment as the car gets parked in this garage. And now we need to find out whether Team Quantum want to stay or want to go. It looks like they're crashing in. So they're definitely wanting to stay. This is going to end up being a big, big fight. Team Quantum have a player called... Oh, hang on a second. That's Kill Still versus Paige. They've got a player called 1440 times 1080, which is a really triggering resolution. That's a terrible resolution. Why would you have that? Like, that's maybe a resolution of someone's phone. What even is going on there? I don't know. Paige goes down. Paige goes down as I get triggered by resolutions. Bogdanila will actually finish him off there. Who else is around? Gemty is about to get surrounded and go out as well, I think. Although with the smokes, it's giving him a fighting chance. Bogdanil actually doing a little bit of damage onto 1440 times 1080 because that is a resolution I really can't wrap my head around. In fact, it's confusing me so much that even their own teammates are shooting at them right now. Finally, Gemty goes down, and that is to Redzi. T-Bone once again left out on his own, I think. Yes, indeed. Paige, Vashku, and Gemty all gone. So T-Bone's going to have to think about what kind of rotate is possible here. Ah, Crimson in the chat confirming this is in fact on the previous patch. Thank you very much for that, Crimson. Crimson, solid PUBG player, fantastic coach and good friend. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Right. What's going on here? Pretty much no one in the southern quadrant of the circle. 22 Esports and the neighbors are about to become, well, they're certainly about to become neighbors, but what are they going to make of it? 22 in the blue. Looking for the neighbors. Spots Packers. Packers sent packing. Wow! One shot for so much. Manages to escape with his life. Packers is going to be very happy about that. Tundo getting traded out by Ultrastar. Wait, Ultrastar from 22 Esports. That's all the way off to the east, is it? Oh dear, oh dear. Hang on, that's just a second. Ultrastar on the team, of course, but the Adepts, Noki, still up top. And that's causing all sorts of problems for 22 Esports right now. Ultrastar and Freekill both down. Corsac and Dark Choice, the two members left. And they haven't really dealt with the neighbors yet. Tundo has been taken down, though, at least. So that flank is going to be okay. Noki's the one we're worried about right now. And Noki, unfortunately, doesn't have a safe route in. Trying to pick off 22. But getting dangerously close to the blue zone himself. I think Tundo is going to be given up as a lost cause, and Corsac is going to think of a different way in. Meanwhile, Dark Choice is moving through Granite Gaming. And this is going to be an interesting 2v1 scenario here. Being very quiet to not let them know that he's here early on. Let's play on the right-hand side. Oh, Wes immediately spots Dark Choice. Oh my god. These guys are really quick on the ball, aren't they? Ultrastar finally getting the kill onto Tundo. And Corsac actually getting back into the vehicle here. Oh. Little bit of a game crash, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and move back in. You can see I still have my jacket on during the game. I don't just get changed and I'm casting in my shorts with my feet up on the table or anything like that. It's all very profesh. All very professional. Though I have to say, the box lights are absolutely boiling today. One of the hottest... This week has been the hottest week of the year. And oh my goodness. By the time we get to... game number 6, I am going to be a human torch. I'll tell you that. Absolutely tell you that. Right, I'm loading back into the game now. I don't know if I'm going to need to Alt F4 and move back, i.e. if everyone freezes up when I load into the game the second time. So don't be surprised if you end up seeing me on the screen again. But let's take a look. We're back in the game now at least, and we can see it looks like so far things are moving on the minimap, so I'm hopeful that we can stay in. Noki is rotating, so let's go ahead and check this out. If the vehicle stops moving, we'll know what's going on. And it looks like we are safely in. All 16 teams still alive. We're at the 15.5-minute mark here. This is game number 3 of 6. In the PUBG EU Pro Scrims. Pakas has been a little bit lucky not to get his headshot off earlier on, but is now at full health and rotating into the northern side of the circle. Noki's going to be joining Silas soon. I believe Silas, by the way, is a stand-in for Sunzi, who's unavailable today, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I did see that written somewhere earlier on. So that's the information I have anyway. Let's see what everyone else does with their position. The Adas have a really nice high ground position, but my god, this next circle, this absolute hard shift towards La Cobb is going to be rather awful. Raise your edge, destroying T-Bone. And that's Omakan out of the game. Who else is going to try and crash this compound? I don't know, but Monkey and Udir are going to try and make sure that the west side doesn't actually deal with anything either. In the meantime, Team Quantum and the Nuclear Penguins having a disagreement. Ooh, decent nade from Killstill. Zorf gets the heal off as well. Bogdanila still down. Good flash. Can't do anything in time with that flash though. Redzy off on the right. Zorf hasn't seen him. A little bit too far with that nade, unfortunately. Redzy on the right now. Oh, but luckily the teammates are there and Bogart will be able to get that down with the M4. Here comes Killstill. He goes down as well. And Zorf gets taken down from range. That's 1440 with the longer range support, but unfortunately not there to prevent the flushes. So I have a feeling that means Team Quantum are going to be down to one player. Na'Vi have got a very central compound. And Granite Gaming are struggling in the warehouses to the east side of La Cobb. Red zone on top of a crate. Okay, so that's not another player. They're looking okay as well. And here comes both Haiku and TSM. Let's watch TSM as you move into Tornado Energy. All 4 members, very tight formation here for TSM. Looking like they're happy to play this ridge for now, but this isn't going to be where they want to be long term. Team Quantum goes down outside the circle. We were talking about that earlier. That's 1440, the last player alive. Team Red Zone, the winners of game number 2. Rotating in now. They do not have their choice of loot spots, unfortunately. That's right, Atomical. Park properly. Use the handbrake. Be good. There we go. Look, I appreciate good parking. Red Zone have my respect. Never thought I'd say that about PUBG. The Red Zone gets my respect. Kappa. But in this case, they certainly do. Right. Where else are we looking? Haiku on the road? Oh, goodness. Haiku are in a difficult position to say the least. I mean, someone from Red Zone could actually spot them if they're not careful, but I guess they're dealing with the Penguins right now. I do not like Haiku's position at all. I find that very, very dangerous, although fortunately the next zone is favorable to them. Still maintaining this road here, going very far south, and they've got actually a lot of terrain to play with, as opposed to, say, up here where it would have been predominantly flat. So that's something at least. Haiku might be able to get away with this, even though they're super open. Tornado Energy have no inclination, shall we say, to peak downwards from where they are now. And as long as the Penguins think the same, we should be okay. Zorf is coming in, though, for a big, big rotate, and that's a problem. Haiku is actually going to be doing most of that damage to them. Really, the Penguins were thinking about fighting Tornado Energy, but quite clearly not. Oh dear, oh dear. A 2v2 here now. Red Zone versus the Penguins. They're fighting pretty much everyone at this point. The issue is Mac and Dark is behind them, and so is Imoma. There's Magster. Here comes Atomical. A lot of smokes coming in. We'd like to see some nades. Trade out coming in. Bocart on Magster. Atomical actually coming in from downtown. Who was that? That was Hellscream. Where is Hellscream? There's Zorf. Oh, Hellscream's all the way over there. Okay. Big long-range play, and Mac and Dark is going to have to run, but won't be able to save Magster. That's it. Atomical is also in the shack. Bocart and Scooby are going to be able to get there. So Red Zone playing it well, but just not being close enough together to make a real difference, unfortunately. That's Atomical down as well. Mac and Dark and Imoma have a lot to do, and Hellscream has spotted where they are. So suddenly Red Zone are looking in a pretty poor position. Who else is having a fight? FaZe Clan shooting Rahina as they come into circle. We're going to stay with this one. Imoma is going to struggle to cross the road. Bogart managing to get a good angle to the side, and that's Hellscream down on Mac and Dark as well as he tried to reposition. Remember, Hellscream across the road over here. And now a lot of shots into the smoke to try and finish off Imoma. They do indeed, and Team Red Zone has been red zoned out of the game by the Penguins. Right. Rahina are not having fun on the east side. They need to make their way past Nice One. And that is going to be difficult, to be polite. 22 Esports on the other side of Nice One get eliminated at the same time. Tornado Energy fighting Haiku. Unfortunately, that fight just ended, so I'm not going to switch to that now. Oh, Truckee getting greedy. Getting greedy, unfortunately, following the knock into the building. Olent very close now to Nookie. Rahina's going to need to heal. Just ducking out into a corner to try and semi-protect against a potential frag grenade coming in. Next phase, by the way, now finally going south of the road. This means that the mountain is predominantly going to be what people are playing around, so good to know. Explicit from range. Nookie forced to use another first aid kit. 3 left, going down to 2. Every single one counts at this point. Spots Explicit. Good frag on Tamiza. Not enough to get the knock, but pretty good. Anonymous looking like he's going to bleed out, unfortunately. So Rahina down to 2 members. Nookie now last man standing. The problem is he's been looking in 2 directions at once. Olent and Explicit have been very, very good at effectively alternating who shoots and where from, causing Rahina to have to look in more than one place. And at the end of the day, it's actually Iro from downtown who's going to do the damage. TSM have an excellent high ground position. They've got a really good chance to win this game. 4 kills already. The Adepts! Oh, the Adepts. The Adepts did not have such a good rotation, and unfortunately, this is all high ground. This is all low ground, sorry, and this is all high ground, and that made all of the difference. Monkey's gonna have a hard time rotating as well, so we should probably watch him. Olent is who we're on board with now. A little bit of a smoke train to get towards where Wes is. Is that a distraction? I don't know. I think that was Monkey shooting at Olent there, saying, "What are you doing out of the smoke?" Monkey gets taken down by the blue zone, though. So we were saying earlier about how that rotation is difficult. It's been proven right now. There's Wes. 2 taps on Wes. Needs a third, though. Look at where Monkey was. Very difficult to get into zone. So it's all to do now for Naylor. Oh my! 3rd party on 4th party on 5th party, and 80 will take that for FaZe Clan. What are you going to do now, Wes? I think Wes is trapped by the blue, unfortunately. And that's it. Granite Gaming eaten up by the zone. FaZe Clan stopping them, unfortunately. We have Na'Vi and a little bit of bust up with the Nuclear Penguins. Let's go ahead and check them out. Kemba already out of the game, the tab down, so Na'Vi operating on 2 men versus 4 right now. Not the easiest. Haiku appears to be lending a helping hand, I think. Haiku keeping the Penguins occupied, so that Na'Vi have some room to breathe. Using that room to eliminate Raise Your Edge. We're now into our top 5 teams in game number 3. This is it for Miramar. We then move to Erangel after this, remember. Na'Vi's already won one of the Miramar games. They're trying to make it 2. They've got 3 people up alive now. Best of luck back in. So the tab was down. Sorry, not best of luck back in. The tab back in. That's 2 knocks, but the other 2 are further away. Na'Vi have to step back. Senya knows. Excellent game sense from Senya. Bogart just trying to give his team a little bit more information. And Scooby will be behind a rock. Senya senses a chance to move up the left-hand side. The terrain here is a little bit steeper, which means that the Penguins have to reach a little more to get to a good position, to be able to peek. Na'Vi using that to move further forward. Zorf is so close. Senya, I think, could have actually held that position and slowly moved in, but deciding to back off, possibly to be closer to the team as well. That will have been heard as well. Let's keep an eye on Zorf. Zorf is looking for Senya, but the rest of Na'Vi aren't far. TSM versus FaZe, though. We interrupt a regularly scheduled programming to bring you a big TSM versus FaZe fight. Here we see Iroh and Fex going up against 8C. 8C is spotted. Gets domed by Fex, and that is FaZe Clan eliminated in 5th place. But TSM up to 9 kills, but they have to function as a duo now. Na'Vi up with 3. We've got Haiku with 2. And the Nuclear Penguins finally get eliminated in 4. So we have our top 3 teams. It's a 2v2 v3. 7 players left alive. Haiku, TSM, and Na'Vi. Na'Vi looking to become a repeat winner here. 16 kill chicken dinner in game number 1. They've got 8 kills already. In theory, they could get another double-digit chicken dinner this time around. That's right, I could add 2 to 8 that quickly in my head. They can't quite hit 16, unfortunately, but they can do something. And they've got the entire top half of the circle, so no one needs to push into them. It's Haiku that we need to worry about. Where is Senya? There is Senya. Senya is going to potentially be the flanker on the west side of this circle if Na'Vi get into a fight with TSM, which I think is entirely possible. Sees Fex, gets Fex, that's Senya. How good is that? Grabbing the point for Fex, and Iroh behind the box now as well. Will get taken out by the tab. That's Na'Vi up to 10 kills. Not with the chicken dinner yet, though. Here comes a man, sees the tab. So close. These players are continuously moving, so trying to decide exactly when to shoot is so difficult. Coulter absolutely annihilated by a brilliant grenade from Bestalock. Meaning this is now suddenly a 2v1, I guess. But these 2 on top of the hill, absolutely extreme in how good their position is. And as a result, Bestalock finishes off with the M4. The high ground was too much alongside the 1v2, and Na'Vi will take their 2nd Miramar victory of the day, ladies and gentlemen, with 12 kills. First 16, now 12. Not bad. 30 kills, 2 chicken dinners, and they didn't do bad in game number 2 either. So that takes them comfortably, I think, to the top of the leaderboard. Haiku doing pretty well, and TSM coming in 3rd place. And that's it for our Miramar games today.